So let's crown this reading. To crown the reading, we have poised. That's lovely energy, really. I read this card as being ready. This is someone kind of being at a certain point, reaching a certain level that makes them feel ready to take the next step. Maybe ready to take the leap in some way. It's like they're poised to leap, to go, to take this action. Yeah, this is interesting energy. I want to hit kind of the other side of this too, because I think that this is also the way that they feel about you and what they're discussing about you when they talk to you about their friends. So I think they admire you a lot. They think very highly of you. So they're seeing you as someone who's very almost elegant in a way. So I think you're someone who they view as always being really well put together. Maybe even charming in some way. Someone who they are, like, they know you'll make a good impression on anyone that you meet. They would never be nervous about introducing you to their group of friends or to their parents, for instance. They would never feel any kind of worry about that, because they know that you present very well, that you're very polite. I feel like that's not the right word. You know what the best word for this is poised, and that's the word on the card, but I'm trying to kind of expand on that a little bit, but that's really what it is. It's like there's a certain elegance, there's a certain way that you move through the world that they really admire. They are proud to have you on their arm, or they would be proud to have you on their arm. I think when they're talking about you to their friends, they're bragging. They brag about you a lot. I think that they brag about your attractiveness. I think they brag about this graceful quality that you have. Maybe you have a way of gracefully navigating social situations, or something like that, because they brag about this. I think for a lot of you, they think that you are like the most attractive person, and like maybe like they have the like the most attractive partner or something like that. They talk about you like they are just so proud to be with you. They're very impressed. They're very impressed by you. I think that this bragging kind of extends to like the amount of success that you have. Like, they view you as someone who's very successful, very driven and accomplished. And this could be even that you are on the path to accomplishing something that's very impressive to them, or something like that. Like, they're very proud of your achievement. So this is another way that they kind of brag on you when they talk about you to their friends. I think that this poised card really is talking about and is a sign of somebody who's seriously thinking about taking real steps toward progressing this connection. And they're discussing their plans about this with the people close to them. For some of you, this could mean that they want to grow this connection with you in some way. So that could be that they want to become more committed, or like they want to be exclusive with you. And I feel like if they haven't mentioned this to you yet, it's because they are kind of running it by their friends. Like, they're playing with the idea, and there are people who are close to them that they trust enough to kind of let them in on this. So it might be that they're like, I'm thinking about asking them out, or I'm thinking about like asking them to be exclusive in some way, or they might be like bouncing the idea of moving in with you like off of their friends to see what they think about it. For a few of you, this is about a proposal. I mean that in a traditional sense, but I suppose it could be something that is less traditional. So it just depend on like what kind of connection this is. But this, for some of you, feels like someone who is getting ready to like pop the question, and they're actually asking their friends to go with them to like look at rings, or they're seeking their friends' advice on how they should do this, like how they should approach you about whatever this is that's going through their mind, about how they want to grow this connection. But there is kind of a feeling that they are right on the edge of something. Like they're ready to take the plunge in some way, and they're discussing this with their friends. So the feeling that I get, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but it like they really are they're really talking behind your back in like a really meaningful way, and it's not a bad way, but I'm getting this feeling more than I was getting it in any other reading, because I think that for some of these people, their friends or their family member, like whoever they confide in the most, they might know something about your connection that you don't know. And it does not feel like it's a negative thing. I almost feel bad for even saying this, because if if this person was going to surprise you with something, I feel like I just let the cat out of the bag, and I feel a little bit bad about that, but I'm just, I'm saying what I see. And I think that in some ways, like whoever they confide in, they know something about your relationship that you don't know, because they know that like this person's about to take some big step towards you, and you had no idea about it until I opened my big mouth. So I'm sorry about that. Let it be a surprise. Yeah, but like for some of you, it's not going to be anything huge like that. I mean, it's huge. It's progression in your relationship, but it's not like I totally spilled the beans. And maybe I'm only saying this to make myself feel better, because I do feel a little bit bad right now. But yeah, it could be that they want to ask you out, and they've discussed it with their friends first, or they want to become committed, and they've discussed it with their friends first. So either way, I mean, their friends know something that you don't know. They kind of know like the inner workings when it comes to what this person's thought process is, and how on the verge of growing this thing they really are. You might not be realizing how close they are to taking this certain step. So yeah, let's look at some more of your oracle cards. So we have flexibility, purity, and opportunity. Yeah. I think that you have shown this person a lot of grace and a lot of acceptance. Maybe even forgiveness in some cases. And I think that that's one of the things that means the most to them, and one of the first things that they tell people about you when they're discussing the connection. They are pointing out all of your positive qualities. I honestly don't think that they see many downsides when it comes to you and what you have to offer, and the connection that they have with you. They don't really see a lot of downsides, but I think that a lot of that has to do with the love, and it feels like it's something really unconditional that you've shown them. You have been so open with them. You have been so graceful in the way that you handle them. It's like you handle their heart with so much care, and that makes them just feel for you even more. And it's just one of the first things that they want to say to people, like just how beautiful a person you are inside and out, how caring and how giving and how forgiving you are. You're a good person. Like that's what they see, and that's the thing that they highlight the most. You're a pure soul, and they love this about you more than anything. What they've seen in you, I think, is that you're willing to meet them halfway. So you're willing to find that compromise. You're willing to let your heart lead. It feels like you've been emotionally available with this person. Like, you've been really straightforward about how you feel about them, about what you're willing to do to be with them, about accepting them for who they are. And there's a kind of innocence about you that I'm picking up on that they haven't experienced that in other relationships before. It feels like they always know in this connection that you're coming from a good place, that you're coming from a place of love and respect and kindness, and they really value that. And it's like they're talking to their friends about this connection being an opportunity in a way. It's like this is an opportunity for them to have something in their lives that's really special and that's really pure, and it's like something that they don't want to miss their chance on. This can also be about them kind of taking a leap of faith to grow this connection. So that opportunity, like they feel like they want to seize the opportunity when it comes to this connection, and that could be why they're right on the edge of doing something that will progress, because they don't want to leave the connection stagnant when they see how much of an opportunity this really is. Like, they don't want to miss their chance with you, and I think that's something that they say all the time to their friends, something that they openly communicate about. So let's look at your tarot cards. Okay, we have Strength in reverse. That is interesting. For some reason, I'm drawn to like the powerful animal imagery that's coming through, like with this wolf, and then we have a tiger on this flexibility card, and a lion on the strength card. So I think these feelings are really strong that they have for you, really really powerful, almost forceful, I want to say. We have the High Priestess in reverse. We have the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Cups upright. Okay, whoa, this is interesting. This person's past isn't the prettiest. I don't think it's through any fault of their own. I think that their past relationships have not been the best. And, you know, once I'm thinking about like how you're coming through for them and what they say about you, how they are like so willing to highlight your positive attributes, how they really feel like this is an opportunity for them. This is because they are well aware of what it's like when someone is not treating them fairly, when someone is not open with them, when they can't trust their partner. They are aware of all of this, and I think for a lot of these people, their friends were kind of along for the ride when it came to these past relationships that were really just no good. For some, I think that these feelings of insecurity that have come up in their past could have to do with like family situations or a parental issue that is kind of what they reference. This could be somebody who watched their parents have an unhealthy relationship or split up, because it's like somewhere in their past they are referencing when relationships don't go well, when partners aren't committed, when they aren't honest, when they aren't caring for each other. They're referencing this, whether this is their own experience or a childhood experience that they like something they witnessed. It feels like they were in some kind of situation that really left them feeling powerless. So they have felt powerless in their connections in the past. It's really possible that this person was deceived in some way. They may have had things hidden from them. They may have felt like their past partners were like domineering or controlling in some way, like they always had to have things go their way. and like this person felt like they weren't being heard, they weren't being acknowledged, they weren't being valued. So again, that can be childhood stuff. But I feel like that happy home feeling and that feeling of openness and that feeling of honesty is something that sort of eluded this person for a long time. And then when they met you, they see the difference. So it's a noticeable difference. It's something that they have recognized in you. This is why they want to move the connection forward. This is why they feel sure about it. And I think for anyone in their lives that knows what they've been through, they see it too. And so they understand, and that's kind of where their connection, like not their connection, where their conversations go when it comes to this connection. It goes to a place of like, this is so right, and I should definitely lock this down like as soon as possible, because I know that it can be different than this. I think this person has a lot of appreciation for you, and it is such a great level of appreciation because they've seen the other side. They have that point of contrast. You know, this card, you see the way that this wolf's eyes are like different colors. This one's sort of like a lavender color, and this is like a teal color. This is, it's just drawing my attention so much. That's kind of putting into an image what I'm talking about, this point of contrast. They've seen it going one way, and they're now seeing it going another way. They have that. They've experienced something that wasn't so pleasant, and now they can recognize when something is, if that makes sense. So having that reference point, having that contrast to really show them the difference. I think that's what it is. It's them seeing the difference, and they do see it. It's not lost on them. They know that you're offering them something beautiful and something rare. They know that. So yeah, I think this is a process of opening up for them with this Four of Cups in reverse. This shows me somebody who has not been interested in the past and is now becoming interested. So this could be that they weren't interested in romantic connection at all because of what they've been through or because of what they've seen. And they are starting to soften to that. And they're stepping out of this place of powerlessness and of confusion. I think this person has been confused and has been left in the dark in a lot of situations in their life before this. They've never been with someone who's so open and honest with them, someone who will just show them the contents of their heart and not have a lot of strings attached and not have a lot of mystery and games. I feel like a lot of this is games, people playing games with them, and they see the difference now. So they're seeing this connection as the Two of Cups. This is like this is divine partnership to me. This is like evenly matched, give and take, something that's very reciprocal, something that is all about union. So yeah, they're talking to their friends about coming into union with you. And of course, depending on where your relationship is, that means different things. For some, it's the very beginning stages of that union. And for others, it's like locking this thing down permanently type of union. So let's look at your last card, your Romance Angels card, and then we will look back at your original card that you were drawn to and see kind of what connections we can make, how that ties into the reading as a whole. So we have chemistry. Yeah, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. Yep. Yeah, I don't even know, like, sometimes it's just like, do I really have to say anything? Because like that's what this is. They are just in awe, and that's what they discuss with their friends. They just discuss like how right it is, how much the two of you click. They're definitely not leaving out the attraction portion of this connection when they talk to their friends. They do point out like all of your great qualities that have nothing to do with like physical attributes or any kind of physical connection that the two of you have had, but they lead with that, but it doesn't stop there, because your connection is more than just that. There is a really strong chemistry that kind of amazes them on a physical level as well, and they definitely discuss that. The two of you are like magnets that are drawn to each other. I think you're drawn to each other spiritually and physically as well. And I think that there's something here that looks like there's an emotional healing. There's something beneficial about this relationship that feels like it heals a lot of emotional wounds for this person, and probably for you as well. So this is another reason that the two of you are drawn to each other, and these are things that this person is well aware of and discusses with those close to them. So let's take a look back at your original card. You were drawn to Jupiter, abundance. So I think that really ties in well with this, because there's an abundance of love and appreciation here. And I also think that this person talks about you a lot. Like, they kind of don't talk about anything but you. There's an excitement here, so I think that kind of ties into the abundant nature. But Jupiter is really all about expansion. It's about thinking bigger, and it's about being abundant. And that's the energy that was coming through for this. This person wants to expand this connection. They want to grow it in some way. And they tell their friends. Like, they tell their friends before they tell you. And that can be, again, because they're trying to surprise you, or it can be because they're just running it past their friends before they like come to you with their feelings. But yeah, they're in an expansive mindset. They're in a place of trying to figure out how they can grow this thing with you, how they can move to the next level. So yeah, that's gorgeous energy. I love that. This is the last reading I'm doing, so I always like to end on a high note. If you liked the video, if you resonated with any of this, if this sounds like your connection, don't forget to like it and leave me a comment down below and let me know like what's going on, especially if this person surprises you with something, or like comes forward and kind of makes their feelings known, or makes their plans regarding this connection known. Leave me a comment, and I am so sorry if I ruined that surprise for you, but it's all good news, so I hope you will forgive me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you will be notified when I post more videos, and I hope that you will be here hanging out with me again really soon. I will see you later. Bye.